Yo, we are back. Another episode of Run the Ropes Media Podcast. And we finally got the favor from CM Punk, Paul Heyman. And again, I was gonna text you, bro, and be like, yo, I think I know what the favor is gonna be. Like it didn't have anything to do with a title shot. It was basically Paul Heyman being ringside in CM Punk's corner in the match at WrestleMania. Like, it's a nice little curveball, but like, I felt like that was the only favor it could be. Like, no title shot was is on the line. Like, what else could it be? And then I even seen a clip of them years ago, and it was basically Paul Heyman saying, like, I will walk down side by side with you when you main event WrestleMania. So, you know, I don't feel like that was a favor that needed to be held on so long. Like, it wasn't groundbreaking. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It was like cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool. We got Paul Heyman accompanying CM Punk WrestleMania. Again, it does throw a little curveball in there because I feel like Roman Reigns doesn't need Paul Heyman anymore. I've been saying that for a while. And I've also been saying how, like, I would like to see Roman Reigns on his own. Like, currently he's on his own right now, but like, what can Roman do by himself? No Paul Heyman, no bloodline. Like, how valuable is Roman Reigns without these other um outside parties that help make him who he is today?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. When as I'm watching it, I already kind of had an idea of what the favor was gonna be because by now we're only 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. Like, what could the favor actually be?
Mm-hmm.
Right? We already knew it was
Yeah.
a main event of WrestleMania. So while I'm watching, I'm kind of like, all right, a little underwhelming. If I'm being
It
honest,
was
it's kind
more
of
than a
like,
little, bro. Like, once I was like, that's probably what it is. I'm just like, bro, like, that ain't really nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then it just kind of opened up my eyes a little bit to see, like, what can they potentially do with Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins? Like, I've been seeing a couple posts potentially, for WWE to throw a curveball and have CM Punk and Roman Reigns actually lose Paul Heyman at WrestleMania, and he wind up leaving out with Seth Rollins. Now, I don't, I don't know how I feel about that. I honestly don't think that that's a good move. But it does also open up the doors for Roman Reigns versus CM Punk after WrestleMania. Like, because again, like, they really don't have a history like that. Again, Seth Rollins and CM Punk, they got history. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, they have history. Seth Rollins even brought up, his history with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. The heist of the century. So by him bringing that up, that caught Roman Reigns off guard at WrestleMania. Paul Heyman turning on Roman Reigns and CM Punk, that could be another thing that's talked about, bro. Just something, I don't know, to really shake the foundation of WWE up a little bit. But at the end of the day, I don't know who I would rather Paul Heyman manages as far as Roman Reigns and CM Punk. I'm just trying to think of who benefits more from having a guy like Paul Heyman in a corner. And neither one of these guys are wrestling on a week to week basis. You get what I'm saying? So it's not. It's just. I just feel like with the superstars we have in a match, it's only one of them that we really see on a day to day basis as far as like actually being in the ring, and that's Seth Rollins. So if he was to team with Paul Heyman, I mean, it may make the most sense as far as like actually having the superstar with a good manager. I don't know, bro. And again, this may be throwing a Hail Mary, but that favor, it was just mad overwhelming, bro. It was mad overwhelming. Um and they pulled our strings on that since November, just to let us know that, you know, I want Paul Heyman in my corner and wrestle. He could have told us that after War Games, like, hey,
yeah.
at WrestleMania, I want you in my corner. Not wait all the way 2 weeks. Like, truth be told, I didn't think they was gonna tell us because I'm just like, okay, it's just gonna continue to just fester on. And if I'm being honest, I wish that they didn't tell us because now that
Mm.
we know, it's just like. all right, there goes all the the mystery and the aura, not necessarily aura of this match, bro, but it just I'm like, that's all y'all got for us. Like, I just expected more. I expected more.
Yeah, and I kind of feel the exact same way, but at the same time, when I think about it, I'm like, well, what did I expect? You know, it's like it's kind of a weird matchup to begin with, having this triple threat, right? So it's like
Mhm.
the whole main point of really the intrigue behind this entire match, honestly, is just what the heck is Paul Heyman gonna do?
Yep.
'Cause in my eyes, personally, after WrestleMania is all said and done and the dust settles and everything, right? It's like we gotta start getting like Punk into some title matches. We gotta start getting maybe Roman Reigns back into the main event, like, picture again. And Seth Rollins in the mix for maybe a title here and there. It's like these guys are too big of names for them to just be kind of just mulling around in this matchup, if you get what I'm saying. Like
What's the
the Seth,
purpose?
the Seth and Punk thing, I get because that was a long feud in itself, but it's like, man, now we're dragged it all the way out to Mania. We added Roman into the mix because The Rock said, I can't do it this WrestleMania. So it's kind of like, man, like the only real intrigue to see what is actually going to take place during the match
It's Paul Heyman.
is Paul Heyman.
And it's almost like they putting Paul Heyman higher than a championship. You get what I'm saying?
100%.
As
Because there's
far as
nothing on
just
the
like
line.
nothing's on the. I think Paul Heyman is on the line with this, bro.
Mm.
Again, you don't have the new bloodline messing with Paul Heyman no more. The OG bloodline is I don't want to say it's no more. I feel like they can always unite like some Power Rangers. But
Mm.
like as far as just like
What's
a blood.
interesting you mention about that real quick, though, is that we have Jey Uso, okay, going for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania, and you have not had a single interaction between him and Roman
Mm-hmm.
since before Royal Rumble.
Yep.
I
It's
mean,
almost
man,
like
bro,
none of that
we're just coming
existence.
off of we're
Yeah.
coming off of War Games. Like you got the
Mm-hmm.
band back together. You guys were all supposed to be cool, and then he wins the Rumble, and there's no interaction.
None. It's like
I think
they
it's a
ain't
little
cousins no more or
strange.
something. Yeah,
I mean,
bro.
Roman
It's
Roman won he won the Ulafala. Well,
yep.
what is he the tribal chief of? There ain't no tribe.
There ain't no tribe. Yep. That's real, bro. That's
You
real.
know?
And he ain't even been wearing. Has he been wearing the Ulafala? Okay, I'm about to
Nope.
say. I make sure I ain't tripping, bro. It's just like it's like what are we doing again? It's like what are we doing with these guys? Roman need to be, but it's just like Roman can't have the championship at all times. And
I
that was
know.
just something that I asked. I'm like, when he doesn't have that belt, like what are we doing with him? He's not gonna be doing that for the IC championship. He's not gonna be doing that for the US championship. Maybe he come after Jay and try to go for that championship. He's never held that title. So I don't know. Again, it's almost like they having a Paul Heyman on a pole match.
Yeah.
Like winner gets Paul. I don't know that, but
Paul
but that's
Heyman
that's
on a pole is
that's
crazy.
just how I'm feeling, bro. Like Paul Heyman is gonna be the prize.
Gotta be
At the end of
one sturdy pole.
bro, I'm saying, bro. At the end of it, I don't know. I can see Paul Heyman walking out with Seth Rollins for some reason, bro. And maybe it's because of what I've been reading online. It could be. Now they got that, entwined in my head. But again, we seen Punk and Heyman. We seen Roman and Heyman. We've never seen Rollins and Heyman. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know, but y'all let us know. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about the favor in the comment section below. Was it underwhelming? It definitely was underwhelming, bro. He could have said like next title shot, next championship you get, I'm first in line, or
Mhm.
something like that, bro. Like I'm coming for you. Whatever title, like I'm chasing you, like something like that. Like put a target on his back. Don't say like, oh yeah, your wise man is gonna be in my corner. Like so what?
Yeah.
But it was cool to see like Roman like laughing and like, man, tell him like, let this chump down. Like tell him no.
Yeah, I mean, the segment itself was a great segment, but it's like just knowing that that was the favorite. Now, who knows? I mean, I've seen some stuff online too. It's like Punk has been insane in promos previously, right? Since he's been, conceptualizing this favor, is that he's been saying he owes me a favor or two. So maybe there is another favor
Mhm.
that's yet to be known, but yeah, it was definitely super underwhelming. Still think that the match itself is going to be a great match. Knowing the pieces in this match, it's got to include some type of cinema, right? Like there has to be some big thing that has to spiral out of this match
Yeah, I'm trying.
because
Now you got me thinking. Like, do I want to be there for night one? Because that is a good match.
yeah.
It's a WrestleMania main event with no championship on the line. So
But
when they
that's the thing. So that's why I keep going back to this. It has to be something huge because
it has
it
to.
wouldn't have been a main event. They would have had
Yep,
Jay and Gunther be the main event if
exactly, exactly.
you know.
Something big has to come from this, like
Correct.
a major turn or something, bro. Something got to happen. Well, we know Dean Ambrose ain't showing up. I can tell you, John Moxley is not probably gonna be the surprise. But
Yeah.
yeah, nah, something got to happen, especially it being the main event and no title is on the line. Like, what are they fighting for? What are they fighting for? Every match has something that somebody is fighting for. Whether it's Jade and Naomi, they fighting for something. Like, what are
Now
these guys fighting for?
they aren't fighting for anything, but they could be fighting for a potential year-long build. And what do I mean by that? Well, even though he may not, I still think he's going to appear because of the whole John Cena situation. But even though he's not going to be wrestling, I still, in my heart of heart, believe that somehow, some way, The Rock has to have something to do with this match because it's going to be Roman Rock WrestleMania 42, right? Maybe they finally plant the seeds. And I don't want to give my whole prediction away, but I don't know, man. I just think that you have to look at this match and think of like the bigger picture because there's also chatter that Roman's going to be gone again for a couple months after Mania.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's going to be gone for a couple months, well, guess what? By the time he comes back like he did last year, he came back at SummerSlam. It's like, okay, you can start building like a half a year build between him and The Rock. So I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and find out, but I think it would be intriguing the way Seth Rollins is acting right now. He's acting very desperate, kind of like how John Cena was acting desperate
Mm-hmm.
at the Chamber. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting.
Bad. My thought was that I feel like The Rock is gonna definitely be in the night two main event,
Mhm.
dealing with Cody and them. Like we definitely gonna see the great one. But
Yeah,
will we see him both nights like we did last year? So y'all got to let us know. Again, let us know in the comment section below. Smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Anything else, bro?
that's it, man. Just subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. And we should have a bunch more content this week lined up for. Obviously, we're literally 2 weeks out. We only got this week and next week, so we should have our predictions out soon. A couple other videos scattered here and there. So just stay tuned for the content.
Other than that, y'all, you got your boy Break,
That Dylan.
and we out.
Peace.
Peace.